Welcome everyone. My name is Sarah Brahmsmiller. I am the program manager for community, for Reltio community. And welcome to our show on Reltio Lightspeed, deliver lightning fast personalized experiences with Reltio Lightspeed Data Delivery Network. I am joined today by Sudipto Chakraborty, who is our Director of Product Management. He will be speaking to everything Reltio Lightspeed. So with that said, just a few housekeeping items. As always, please know that we record these sessions and we will post them to community either today or tomorrow. Please keep yourselves on mute. If you have questions, you can always use the raise your hand feature, or you can ask questions into the chat and we will respond to them as they come in. Just a quick view of our safe harbor slide. If you can just take a quick glance at this. And with that, I will pass it over to Sudipto and he will go over Reltio Lightspeed.
Thank you, Sarah. Good morning, good afternoon to everyone. I'm Sudipto. I'm Director of Product Management at Reltio. And today I'm thrilled to welcome you to today's community session. We are going to explore something that we truly believe marks a paradigm shift in how enterprises access and activate master data. And here we are talking about Reltio Lightspeed Data Delivery Network, or just Lightspeed. So this isn't just a new API or a faster endpoint. This is a fundamentally different approach to delivering trusted data to the applications that need it, wherever they are, whenever they need it. So let's dive in. So let me start with a question. What does engagement happen, or what does engagement means? In the past, it was in an office or at a customer service desk or via a form filled out and processed later. Today, it is happening right now on a mobile app, in a self-service portal, or even via a smart device. So whether it's a, shopper scanning a product in a store, a patient logging into a healthcare portal, or a blank validation of a transaction, the expectation is very clear, right? Businesses want instant access to accurate and governed data. But traditionally, we have seen the systems were not built for this real-time distributed, always on world kind of requirements. And that's the precisely the gap we are trying to solve with Lightspeed. Next slide, please. So, what is Lightspeed? Reltio Lightspeed is a high-speed, low-latency data access layer that makes governed master data available in under 50 milliseconds. Yes, you heard it correct. We are talking about under 50 milliseconds. And it is not just about speed, it is about availability, proximity, as well as predictability. Think of it as a data delivery network, much like how a content delivery network or CDN system delivers video and web content from edge nodes to reduce latency. Lightspeed DDN delivers data. The curated golden governed data. So instead of pulling data from a central system, we push it closer to where it will be consumed, near your apps, your APIs, or maybe your AI engines. This means whether you are in a Oregon or Frankfurt or Mumbai, your apps are accessed, or your apps are accessing trusted master data without having to traverse global networks. Next slide, please. So let me give you a relatable example. Imagine like you are accessing customer data for a loyalty app. Using traditional APIs, the request may go to a central database hub, traversing layers of business rules, match logic, filters, and ultimately return in a few hundred milliseconds. Uh, this may seem acceptable. Next slide, please, Sarah. But not when you have hundreds of such requests per second. Not when a user attention span is less than 2 seconds. This creates a fundamental mismatch between how fast your business wants to operate and how fast your systems can respond. Lightspeed actually flips the model. So instead of computing the query at runtime, we pre-materialize the result and bring it to the edge, right? Next slide, please. So if we double click on DDN, like what is the data delivery network? Just like the CDNs cache static assets like HTML or video near the end user, a DDN materializes and caches high value, high frequency master data close to the consuming application. So in Reltio's case, this means a read optimized data plane that is deployed across multiple regions, serving sub 50 milliseconds data to different consuming applications. It can be a mobile app or a call center portals, fraud systems, or real-time AI models. And each region hosts what we called delivery nodes or local delivery outpost, if you can say so. And each node contains materialized views, optimized, indexed, and secured slices of master data that is ready to serve to the consuming downstream system. And what we do is that we decouple the query from the computation. So your app doesn't need to compute anything. It simply retrieves the data from the nearest Lightspeed node. Next slide, please. So, like, how does this work under the hood, right? So, how we are doing it? So, every Lightspeed node is powered by a materialized view, as we explained earlier. And what we do is that we pre-process the snapshot of your master data, filtered and indexed based on your business requirements. And these views we deploy in a geo-distributed fashion. So if your business operates in North America or APAC region, you can have these nodes in Oregon and Mumbai based on the nearest to your consuming apps. So when an API request comes in, it is routed to the closest active node using geo-aware routing. And the result is ultra low latency, that commitment we make. And because the data is pre-processed, the API doesn't waste any time executing complex joins or resolving survivor rules or any data factor computation. And that is what it is makes it blazingly fast and remarkably simple, right? Next slide, please. So today, Lightspeed supports entity retrieval by ID and retrieval by crosswalk, and you can search on index attributes uh, up to 25 attributes. You can index on that, and it is available on AWS and GCP. Azure is coming very soon. And if you can read through the slides, it clearly calls out the value propositions of this new SQ. So next slide, please. So just to convey some idea, like what are the use cases across industries it can unlock, right? If we talk about retail, so like imagine a kiosk in store scanning of loyalty card and retrieving the customer profile in around 25 milliseconds. Or in a healthcare, a patient is able to log into the portal and the eligibility data is displayed instantly. Or maybe in insurance, during a call center interaction, the agent pulls up the policyholder data while talking to the customer and not after a loading spinner. Or maybe in financial systems, especially in banking, the fraud system can perform identity verification before approving a transaction without slowing down the customer experience. So this is not just the fast data. This is the smart delivery of the right data at the right time in the right place, right? So, I have mentioned like what are the use cases where this feature would definitely help, right? If you want to query a person by SSN or any validation by the ID, or if you want to get the policy ID of a particular customer. Use cases where it will not help, mainly where there is a strict data consistency demand, right? Or if you want to do a very complicated search use case, or you are trying to do a lookups by low cardinality attribute values, right? Or if your data structure is such that it is already aligning with the relative performance factors. So in those cases, you actually don't need the Lightspeed requirements. So if I have to draw an analogy, like what we are doing from the traditional, that in traditional, the query is built at runtime and resolved by a central system. Next slide, please, Sarah. In Lightspeed, the query is resolved ahead of time and the data is pushed closer to edge, right? The response times, though we claim or promise less than 50 milliseconds, but in our internal testing, we are getting between 25 to 50 milliseconds response, right? There is no one single central failure points because it is geo distributed, the resilient nodes, right? So you can imagine Lightspeed is like going from a batch based overnight shipping to just in time hyper local delivery. And as mentioned earlier, it is now available on AWS and GCP, with Azure coming very soon. And along with Lightspeed, each customer gets a delivery nodes deployed in the region closest to their consuming application, and we provide full observability of the latency trends per tenant, the node per availability, the error rate dashboards, the log interface to travel troubleshoot request. So it is not just it's not a black box that we are giving. You get the control tower to view the performance and what is happening next, right? So what we have learned during when we concept this feature is that speed without consistency is chaos, right? Consistency without availability is a bottleneck, and availability without observability is dangerous. So consistency is required, availability is required, and the observability of the same is required. So Lightspeed foundationally has been built with all these three pillars in mind. And we also learned that like our customers don't just want fast APIs, they want the confidence. And Lightspeed is the step toward making the performance very predictable and transparent. To sum it up, like if I have to say what Lightspeed is all about, uh, it's definitely Lightspeed data delivery network is a new approach to deliver governed trusted data at speed. It brings the data where your applications live, at the edge. It eliminates the cost of computation and latency, and most importantly, it is secure, scalable, and observable. So if you are building edge applications, mobile portals, or real-time decision engines, Lightspeed is purpose built for you. So uh, we would like to partner to bring your use cases to life and hear more from you. So we have a just quick video to make you like what are the excellent use cases Lightspeed can unlock for your business. Uh, Sarah, next slide, and if you can play the video, please. Sarah, the video is not audible.
Of one customer across two. Hello, everyone. Today, we follow the journey of one customer across two telecom providers, one struggling with outdated systems and another transformed by Reltio Lightspeed. Sky Connect Telecom customer experience breakdown. Jessica Martin, a busy marketing executive, faces internet issues before an important client call. She contacts Sky Connect support, expecting quick help. Jessica navigates through a confusing IVR system that asks generic questions before placing her on hold for 12 minutes, with repetitive messages about how important her call is. When finally connected, the agent struggles to pull up her account.
Thank you for calling Sky Connect. Can I have your full name and address, please?
Jessica Martin, 742 Maple Street, apartment 3B.
Can you spell your last name?
Martin.
And your account number?
I don't have it handy. Can you look it up with my phone number?
Our system is running slowly today. Let me try. I'll need to verify your identity. What's your date of birth and the last four of your SSN?
After verification, more problems arise.
I see your account now. What seems to be the problem today?
My internet is down. I called last week about the same issue, and someone said it was fixed.
I'm sorry. I don't see any record of a previous call. Let me check another system. Can you hold? Thank you for waiting. I found a note, but it doesn't have details about what was done. Let's start troubleshooting from the beginning.
The agent's systems are sluggish and disjointed. Have you tried unplugging your router?
Yes, that was the first thing I did. The tech last week also had me reset the router and check all connections.
I see. Let me check if there are outages in your area. One moment, please.
Another hold for 3 minutes.
I don't see any outages. Let me try running a diagnostic on your line. This will take a few minutes.
Jessica gets transferred with no context carried over.
I need to transfer you to our technical team. They'll be able to help you better.
Please make sure they know what we've already tried.
Transfer occurs, but tat.
Thank you for calling Sky Connect Technical Support. Can I have your name and account number?
We're starting over again? I've already been on the phone for 30 minutes.
A poor outcome for the customer.
I'm sorry, but we'll need to send a technician. The earliest appointment we have is Thursday.
Thursday? That's 3 days from now. I have important work calls.
I apologize, but that's our next available slot.
Jessica hangs up, furious, and immediately tweets.
Spend 45 minutes on the phone with at Sky Connect support just to set up a tech visit for 3 days later. Totally unacceptable. Hashtag worst service, hashtag switching.
Jessica, now a customer of VelocityNet, a telecom provider using Reltio Lightspeed. 6 months later, Jessica has switched providers. Her internet goes down again before an important video call. She reluctantly calls VelocityNet support, expecting the worst.
Hello, Jessica. We notice you're calling from your registered mobile number. Are you calling about your home internet service at 742 Maple Street?
Yes.
We've detected your connection is currently offline. Would you like to troubleshoot this issue?
Yes, please.
The call is transferred to technical support.
Hi, Jessica. I'm Maya. I can see your home internet service is currently down. Our system shows it went offline about 10 minutes ago. This is the first outage since you joined us 6 months ago, is that right?
Yes, that's correct. I need to get this fixed quickly for a work call.
I completely understand. Let me get right to helping you.
I'm looking at our real-time network data for your area. I can see there's a service disruption affecting your neighborhood that started 12 minutes ago. Our technical team is already working on it.
Do you know how long it will take to fix?
Based on similar issues, our estimated resolution time is 60 minutes. I can see you have an important work pattern at this time based on your usage history. Since you mentioned having an important work call, I'd like to activate our mobile hotspot backup feature for your account at no additional charge. This will give you 50 GB of high-speed data to use until your home connection is restored.
That would be extremely helpful, thank you.
I've just activated it. You should receive a text message with instructions in the next 30 seconds. Also, I've applied a $20 service credit to your account for the inconvenience. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, this is perfect. I'm impressed you could set this up so quickly.
That's the advantage of our real-time systems. You'll also receive automatic text updates about your outage status, and we'll send a confirmation when service is restored.
Thank you so much.
The entire call lasts under 5 minutes. Jessica receives the text, sets up the hotspot, and successfully joins her important client call on time. Later that day, Jessica posts on social media.
Just had the best customer service experience with Velocity Net. Problem identified instantly, temporary solution provided immediately, and full transparency throughout. This is how it should be done. Customer service win.
Jessica maintains her professional commitments with minimal disruption. Velocity Net's agent resolves the issue efficiently, helping more customers. Positive social media creates organic marketing. Jessica becomes a brand advocate, recommending Velocity Net to colleagues.
Thank you, Sarah.
Hello, everyone. Today,
Sorry. There we go.
So if there is any questions, I would love to take them. Or if you have any questions later, please feel free to post them and we'll try to answer that.
We don't see any questions in the chat. So if you have any further questions, you can always reach out to us at the on community, or you can reach out to your rep with Reltio. I'll leave it open for just another second, just in case anyone pops in to ask something. Okay, great. All right. Well, if not, we do have another community show coming up in 2 weeks. I hope you will join us for that show on geocoding. We have 2 other shows that are planned coming up in May as well. So just remember to keep an eye on the community events page and also on the Reltio newsletter that we send out weekly, and we will give you updates on those shows. And a reminder that this show will be up. This show recording will be up within the next 24 hours.
Thank you all. Thank you all for joining.